So they have since the DOC now pretty much manufacture lumber things, and this property has been sitting here for about 2 months. Now, am I a sympathizer of those that... I'm not the biggest fan of the police department for a number of reasons, but that doesn't necessitate that I want this to go into the hands of yet another gang, because this location is in the center of the city, and I think it should have more meaning towards civilians, or commerce, or something of value, because there's plenty of other properties on the outskirts. This property, given that I haven't really figured out what to do with it or found a business that I think is deserving of this prime real estate, at least moderately at the level that the lumber union was at, I've been getting to thinking. And my conclusion is that this is going to be called the Tier 3 apartments. What I'd like to do is, there's a property problem, and I get that, and I can't solve that problem. But what I can do is give people an alternative and a place that I think can create different personal stories for each and every person. Imagine the top floor suites, right? This could be like, I don't know, 6, maybe 8 spacious apartments, you know, numbered or whatnot on the top floor. And in the bottom floor, another series of apartments big enough to have enough space for just enough storage, and whatever knickknacks, like a bed, like a maybe, you know, like maybe this is the premium one, maybe the premium ones are down there, but like a place where when you wake up in the morning and walk out of the apartment, you are running into people that you may not normally run into, right? And it would be a sense of I don't know, I think it'd make for some interesting situations. We already have this here, but you know, this could be removed. I could imagine. I don't know if you can remove this thing, but regardless. So
what thing?
These like little offices. I don't know if this railing can be removed. It's possible.
I imagine it can be, yes.
Let me see. Oh yeah, it can. Oh, and this floor bit. Oh, that's even better.
I think literally everything you see here can be.
Wait, does that mean the top floor? Oh, that I thought that was a foundational flooring. So that means this has even more opportunity to it. That is awesome. In fact, I can imagine maybe the premium apartments, maybe they get the windows or something.
Would have the windows, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
And the amount of people that could live here now, yes, could it be a shit show? It could. Is it going to require legislation where people that, you know, maybe, you know, the storages in their room are theirs and they're responsible for it? Absolutely. But I could imagine you to come in to the Tier 3 apartments. There could be a receptionist. There can be the property manager. There can be the janitor. And I don't know, we could end up with like 20 people living here. God knows how many. But it's something that I truly wished, like 2 years ago when a lot of us were living down at Little Seoul, before the houses came onto the market, I was hoping to God that those apartments right by the hospital would become something like that. You know, you move into one of those buildings and you don't know who your neighbor is. But every day you wake up, you might be running into Quantum, or you might be running into a mechanic that's working there and they got their own lives and they're doing whatever. But there's different people in that building that you're running into, and that's what I want to turn this into. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So that's project 1.
I like the concept.
Yeah. Cool idea, right? Might be a little bit of a shit show, but you know, that can all be,
Oh,
you know.
100%.
Yeah.
It'll be awful.
Yeah.
But it'll be funny.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Exactly that. So, and then the secondary project, we are currently working on the renovation, and I'm going to show you the court center. I do have someone working it right now, but this is going to tie into the bigger picture here. So I don't know. Have you ever been to the court center?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the website? Have you ever gone through the catalog?
No.
So if you in the past, if you went to courtcenter.me, it was actually like the Amazon of the city. And the idea was that if you needed something, whether it's materials, car parts, whatever, the court center would have those things on hand. And then you would go and talk to a court center manager, and they would go to, you know, our little storages on the bottom, and they would, you know, complete the transaction. Unfortunately, the reality is that I think the project required too much manpower, too many people just being around to be able to facilitate those transactions. Which makes sense, right? The court center is way the heck up there. Who's going to want to sit there all day? I mean, some people did, but it eventually, people are trying to hustle and bustle, right? So, as a consequence of, let's just say, some bad actors at the court center and some recent firings and mismanagement, I decided to retake ownership. Not ownership, but rather management. And now, instead of it being a place with stalls, which where, you know, people come every couple days, it is now something a little bit more special. We might want to jog you. It's going to take a second otherwise. What do you know about the court center?
Well, I didn't know about this.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Well, no, I've been, like, in this area, but I didn't know about those doors there. I didn't know.
Wait, really? Wait, did you know about the Governor's Museum?
No.
Oh, my God.
It's been a minute since I've
There's
been
a head
out
of
here,
security
and
right here,
usually
Mr. Charles Danger.
Oh, yuck, that guy. Honestly, oh, my head. Okay. Oh, wow.
It's this is part 2. The first one, I wish you had seen it. It was there was stalls all over the place. There was little cubbies in the corner, and so people would come here, and we would sometimes have like 100 people on our court stays, and they would set up their
I'm gonna vacate her from the premises. I'm actually gonna vacate.
Get the fuck out of here, Danger. Go outside.
What she?
Danger.
I told you earlier, don't stand so close to me and don't walk up behind me.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, is this because of the...
Okay. Oh, we just still yuck with each other.
Oh, gotcha. He's your deputy mayor, you know that, right?
Well, I don't care.
Oh, wait, I have a headache. Do you see all the letters on the wall right here?
No.
Okay, I think we gotta walk away. So what used to be there was we'd have court stays like twice a week, and people would open their private stalls, like flower business, this, that, and the third. Okay, I think we like ran here a little bit too quickly. But this is now a mall. So what you should be able to see over here, and I think maybe someone's working on it right now, one of our builders. But there's a directory here, and there's going to be different sections, so people can come down here. There's like tarot card reading, there's like mechanic stuff, and so if you go into these rooms, are you able to see what's inside?
Sort of.
Okay, yeah. So all the furniture's not quite down. It's like blueprinted, but we're waiting for a lumber company to fulfill.
Okay.
But each one of these, like, different businesses, like this is the bookstore, people can operate out of them.
Oh,
and when you go to courtcenter.me, or you come down to the court center, you'll see, because on the little charting board over here, it'll say, like, right now it says 101 restaurant, 202 books. You'll actually be able to see, what do you call it? Which shops are open. And so there's 3 floors here. But at the very bottom, all right. Dan, do you mind locking these behind us?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much. This is where mall security used to operate. You know, jail cells, etc., etc. But down here is...
Oh, wow.
This is our warehouse. So we have recently revamped it. So you're seeing the beginning of what will be part 2. And this is our fulfillment center. So stage 5 parts, stage 4 parts, tires. We're getting more of these down. So like washing machines, you name it. But it's going to have people's different, like, let's say, for example, you run your own furniture company, right? You could put your furniture on the yellow pages. You could twat it out. People might know, call Tessa, but it's very hard to make that connection, right? It's hard to garner customers. It's hard to really get that business to really flourish, I think. And that's been one of the biggest challenges I think a lot of businesses have seen. That's where the value of the Quartz Center comes, right? You can come here on Quartz days. You can go into the furniture place. You know, it's going to be hustling and bustling. But what about throughout the week? Well, with our revamp of quartzcenter.me, and once again, I wish you were able to see the older one, but what's going to happen is we have right now about 200 registered people from the city that have unique logins. Before they would see a catalog, now they're going to see something like DoorDash. And we're now like a fulfillment center. So let's say, Tessa, you sold Tessa's furniture. You can actually put up your own shop. It'll have like, just like in a DoorDash menu, you know, you're going to see like Tessa store. And if on your page, you can say that you're available. When you're available, that makes your store bubble to the top of the directory. So when they click that, they'll see everything that you got in inventory. Now, and they'll see on the, they'll see a banner on the top. They'll see your, like, you know, everyone in your business who's awake, like little green icons, and the phone number so they can call you directly. Or alternatively, if let's say you're selling chairs, right? And someone searched chair, they would see that your store sells it and maybe Danger's store sells it. But yours is online right now, which means you're around. Or alternatively, you're asleep. It shows a little gray icon, but you have decided to actually put your stuff in the fulfillment center. That means that someone can purchase something from your business, from your store, but we will handle the fulfilling, right? So it gives people like a ton of options, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
So
creating
like, even if I'm not awake, I could still fulfill my order.
Exactly. So the system is going to literally say they decide to buy this from Tessa's store. The order is attached to your store. The sale goes through. We handle the delivery, right?
They'd be reserved if you're not around for when they can be fulfilled.
Yes.
Is my understanding
gotcha.
of it. Yeah.
Yep. So it could be saved here for them, but it opens up like deliveries too. Like, hey, these are all the open orders. These are the people around. We'll go through. Hey, we got your order here from Tessa's whatever, right? And they'll be able to, like, you know, grab it from one of the appropriate boxes and give it to the individual, or, you know, deliver it to that person. And
That's a cool idea.
yep. So now the particular software that we're using, it's gone through a massive change. Now, previously, when you had gone to that site, you would just see it'd be just the Quartz Center, right? And you go there and you see a listing of items. You make your purchases. Someone ends up fulfilling it. Well, I had to tap into some resources, which I can't really go into detail at the moment. But it has been acquired by... there's a new system coming, and that new system is going to not only power this technology, but also power a bunch of other applications through the same login. We're talking phone directories. We're talking Actually, let's run on this part because it's gonna fit with the presentation really well. We're talking phone directories. Look, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more. I don't want Danger to know this yet. It's a single sign-on web portal. When you sign in to this thing, you're not only getting access to the quote center, but a series of different applications that people can utilize in the city. Advanced phone directory. Maybe like almost like an Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So, and all that's going to be from a singular login. And this isn't a pie in the sky. This isn't a like, oh man, that'd be really cool, but it's never going to happen. It's already been cooked. You know what I mean? Well, some of it's still in development, but, some of these investments are coming from some of my old contacts, let's just say.
Gotcha.
And that's where this next location comes into play. As a part of that court center, my investment company has been heavily expanding into a new brokerage firm. Right now, it's sort of operating without a, like doesn't have an official account or whatever, but we've been buying and selling millions of dollars of crypto on behalf of the county. Now, you might be like, well, Nino, you're the mayor. Like, what's the difference? Well, here's the thing, right? I'm not going to be mayor in 6 weeks. After 6 weeks is over, either all this stuff tumbles or I have the facilities there to support the next mayorship, right? So I want them to be able to utilize these tools, et cetera, and these things we set up. And with that, I'm going to be taking you to my little brokerage firm right down here. And so kind of the two projects, one was the tier 3 apartments or this brokerage firm, both of which are kind of like husks right now. Oh shit.
Oh gosh.
Hey, sorry about that. You all right?
No, sorry. I was trying to go to the right to get out of your way. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. It's my fault. Yep.
Oh, okay.
All right. You stay
bye.
safe. Danger actually is one of the brokers. We've been buying and selling crypto for very heavy the past week and a half. When you're doing that many...
You don't want him to know things?
I'm sorry?
But you don't want him to know things?
Oh, no. He's going to know. I'm telling you because you're... he's going to get the surprise tomorrow. I don't want to break the surprise because he hasn't seen the website and whatever. So,
okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's going to... What I'm actually describing right now isn't like a secret, but more of a... like, hey, look at this new thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what was I going to say? So we're selling like millions of dollars of crypto, buying and selling it. And there's about 6 people. It's really gotten the entire crypto market hyped up. And that in and of itself is turning into a job. And as I mentioned, there's going to be the Quartz app. There is the investment app that allows anyone from the city to see what the going prices are and a way for the brokers to record their sales. Well, this location right here, the investment firm, and just for reference, so for the sake of visualness, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Yep. This is the front door. I would say this is kind of the back door.
Jeez.
What I imagine this is, this being the investment firm, you come in and there's kind of a desk here, maybe a little waterfall, like very, Wall Street, like,
Fancy?
kind of look fancy. Yeah. Very
Bougie?
open, bougie sort of foyer. And, you come on through, and then as you get further back here, I'm gonna rip some of these walls out just because, so you can kind of see what's on the other side.
Wow.
There we go. Back here, you've got, instead of this little garden, which is, yeah, this is a little messed up right now, but instead of this little garden is the trading floor. You ever see Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, you know, you come through the bougie area, there's going to be kind of like a, you know, little call center, you know, where like, you know, Quantum or whatever, buying and selling materials, buying and selling bet, and, you know, a bit of a vibe for that sort of spot. As we sort of make our way further up, I could kind of imagine, I'm a big fan of openness, in that I don't like many rooms. I like breathability. And up here, I could imagine a bit more of a breathable boardroom-esque, like, meeting room-esque sort of location here. And I'm open to moving things around. Sorry, 1 second. This is the Ask Chief. Hey, what's going on, Peters?
I need you to answer the next phone call you get, okay?
The next phone, is it Chatterbox?
Is it what?
Is it Chatterbox?
No.
Is it Michael Smoke?
No, it's emergency, okay?
All right. Can that call come in like 5 minutes?
God damn it, Nino, I don't know who's listening.
Oh, God fucking damn it.
Man, I gotta go talk to the chief of police.
Okay. All right. I will.
And I wanted to talk to you first.
All right. Okay. Is it about the card you gave me?
No, it's about going skiing. It's about fucking going skiing.
Going with cocaine?
Yes.
Are you addicted?
No, but I found a bunch.
Oh my fucking God, you son of a bitch. It is okay. All right. Okay.
I found a bunch. I found 100 grams, Nino.
All right. Just stay calm. Everything's going to be fine.
Okay. Give me a call. Call me when you're not busy.
Okay. I'm going to call you as soon as I'm not busy. Bye. Jesus Christ. All right.
If you need to
No. He just
that.
No. It's fine. This is more important. And then up here, I really like this location, and this would be kind of the executive suite, we could call it. The windows are amazing.
Yeah. You can see right into the bodega.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I just got done selling that to Raven MC. They broke off from Chaos Legion recently, and that was a part of our housing program. We're sitting on it, and once again, that was one of those things where I'm like, that gas station shouldn't go to some random person just manufacturing Bitcoin. Instead, it's going to be the Raven's mechanic shop. So, and yep.
Okay.
And remember the Quartz Center? I was telling you about bet opening car parts, this and that. Mechanic shops like that and Project R, etc., are going to be able to purchase wholesale car parts. So instead of having to go to some random person in the Yellow Pages to get like some part for your vehicle or all those unique things, we're going to be offering wholesale big packages to these places. So when you go and get your vehicle repaired, whatever, they can do the rest of it. So, yep.
Gosh.
So
many plans.
Yeah, I mean, so far we've been able to accomplish most everything. So I'm pretty hopeful for the next month or so. So up here is kind of going to be the executive suite. This is like, you can imagine like, this is the area that most people aren't going to come in, right? And some private areas or whatever, things that might be needed in case meetings don't go well, or things need to be exceptionally private. You know what I mean? So
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
yeah. All right. Hell yeah. And in the case of emergency, things go sideways. Like I said, Tessa, I got 6 weeks left in my mayorship, and man, it fucking sucks to have to be this. And so things might change. So, the beauty of that, remember that door all the way in the corner?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. By the way, this thing is actually really sick. I don't know who made that, but that's a really cool idea.
The waterfall?
Yeah. So the cool thing about this door is you can come in and out of this and you're kind of hidden away, right? So I could see this as a way to sneak in, and imagine being able to come through here and being able to go all the way upstairs, or alternatively escape out if necessary, right? So maybe call it, this is like a utility exit or an emergency exit.
Okay.
Or a, this is the thing that the brokers may not be able to really go through.
Kind of like a foxhole.
Yes, absolutely. And, if worst case scenario, boop, boop. There we go.
Oh.
Yep. Vehicle right there. Zoom, zoom.
Interesting.
All right. So now.
Always good to have a contingency.
Yep. Very true.
Oh boy. So that's 3 projects you have.
Well, I have.
Decorating or?
Well, the courts one currently has Benjamin that's working on it. The 2 projects are going to be the tier 3 apartments, and then the second project is the investment firm. So I figured maybe, you take on one of those 2. And then if you want the other one, but, one at a time. I don't want to, like, overburden you, or, I like to do things serially, so
Which
I'd probably
one is
find.
more pressing?
I'd say tier 3 apartments, because I don't necessarily need a building to do what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm more interested in, what are you interested in? Because I think that's more important, because,
I think the apartment actually appeals to me a bit
Okay.
more than the other.
Okay. That
I
sounds
can do
perfect.
either one,
Well,
but definitely know I can do the apartment one.
okay. Hell yeah.
I think my main question would be, do the apartments need to be furnished?
I think it should be. That's a good question. I think they could be furnished uniquely, but very subtly. Like, I'm talking like you go into an apartment, one of them might have like a. Sure, why not? But not
I'll
heavily
deal with that in a
furnished.
bit.
I'd say like lightly furnished. So it doesn't look like a square, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the good ones look a little bit better. Maybe they got a nicer bed in it. I'm not certain. Well, why do you ask? Is it a time thing? Is it a,
No, just kind of what to expect, like the level of detail that is, desired and that kind of thing would impact how much I would need to do. Because every room needing furnishing is, that's more work, obviously, but
I want to give
it
you.
really depends on what kind of detail you would want in that.
I have an idea for you, and I would perhaps assign you as the lead architect, right? And so, how much is furnished and how much isn't furnished, I can leave to you. But equally, I'm sure there's some people like I imagine you've worked with Kirk before or some others. So there may be some people that you would trust more to, say, work on your behest if needed. And and consider this an option, like call it like a stretch goal, right? Is the one route we take is like, okay, it's lightly furnished, because obviously we wouldn't want apartment tenants to have access to the furniture panel, because otherwise,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of more what I was asking, I think. To
yes,
see if, like, I needed to put in the amenities.
yeah,
or if
like
people are going to be trusted with that.
I'd say lightly they would not be trusted with it. However, I think what would work is some of these places could be very light, especially like the, like, you know, some of them maybe it's just like a bed on the ground and like a toaster in the corner or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it looks habitable, but isn't like heavily detailed. Whereas the good ones look significantly better. However, I could imagine, and this would be a good way to, because I'm not trying to profit off that place. It's kind of more like, you know, it's subsidized, like it's for the vibe, right? And for people to get housing. Is that what could happen is, say, people, designers that you trust, perhaps they could, on behest of you, if let's say a tenant's like, hey, I want a package 1, package 2, or package 3 upgrade of my room, then one of those designers or yourself, however you want to chop it up, could then at some stage actually furnish that room up at the cost that they're willing to pay, and it'd be a good cost, like, you know what I mean, like maybe it's like $100,000 or whatever price you think would be fair, worth your time, etc., or the time of any of your let's call them whitelisted designers. So
Okay. I like that idea.
yeah. So
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it sounds like a project I could probably take on
okay, hell yeah.
and get started on.
Okay.
I guess the next question would be, what is the pay for this one?
You tell me, how much would you like? Sounds like $1 million project, to be honest.
I was gonna say that as well, if
Okay.
that would be acceptable to you.
Yep. Consider it a deal.
Okay.
Every and any cost you have for furniture, I just need a receipt of it. So you spend $250,000, $500,000, million, $2 million. Just consider it like a blank check within reason. Right. Let's say $2 million max. On top of the $1 million that you're getting paid, and any and then a monthly payment of, say, I don't know, a monthly base payment we could do for like $100,000, right? And that's for the keeping an eye on it breaking or whatever, you know, like a floor breaking or whatever it might be. And if you have any ideas, and I want you to feel like you really have a say in this, right? If you think something would be good, go for it, right? If you want to do more and try something out, go for it. I want you to have like creative control of the layout and what may or may not happen. So, like, hypothetically, you know, you may not want like a pipe to burst and start flooding the hallway, but maybe it happens. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
And then I guess the other thing is there a timeline that you would like this done by? Is there like a really strict deadline, or
Nope.
can it be?
I would say like it'd be good to get something in place in 2 weeks. Even if that something looks like it's being made, but I don't want to put a hard timeline because I don't know what your schedule is. I also don't want to pressure you into like you know, book until like I feel like you got to hit that deadline. But obviously, the sooner the better. But like at the rate that makes sense to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could definitely have something done within the next 2 weeks that you can
Oh.
at least see progress.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right. Okay.
And then my last question,
Mhm.
and you feel free to say no if you're not comfortable with it. But would you be okay with an advance payment?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Let's say half now, half afterwards.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. All right. Easy. I'm gonna have Michael write something up, and I'm gonna send you. If you could text me your state ID.
Can it be in cash?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Well, it's funny you say that. You remember my investment company, right? Well, we deal with bonds. We deal with crypto. In fact, we have our own banking system. So, if you ever have any transaction needs, because I don't know, you don't really trust the government or whatever it might be, we can either use one of your established crypto wallets or one of your e-banks, and any one of our tellers should be able to withdraw and deposit as you please. Now, there is obviously a transaction time, right? Since someone has to physically manage that, and that system isn't operational yet. It should be in about a week, but I'll show you one last thing, actually, since it's on the way back up.
Actually, I think everybody's back down in the city. We drove by a bunch of
Oh,
people.
shit. All right. No worries. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to mention. Well, actually, you're working on the tier 3 apartments. But yeah, I can definitely get you cash. And separately, yeah, if you ever need that kind of thing in the future, know that, our online banking system can assist if you or your friends ever or need assistance in that.
I'll be sure to let people know, because I feel like some of them could use that.
Absolutely.
And would use that.
Yeah, hell yeah. I wouldn't
Not
advertise it just yet since it's not online, but when it is, absolutely. Should I get you a key right now, actually? Let's see.
Sure.
Let me see. There we go. All right, let's go chop one of these up. All right. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I think I tripped over the corner over there. Oh, here we go. And he cut a boom, boom. All right.
Oh, yep, there it is.
There you go.
I do, in fact, have a warrant.
Well. All right. Well, all right, Tessa. Do you need a ride anywhere?
If you could get me to the apartments, I think I need to go help with a pursuit.
No worries. I got you.
I typically do work overnight, so most progress will happen around those times, like super late hours.
Hell yeah. I'd say as a part of construction, the apartments matter, right? But I think so do the little extras, you know what I mean? Like janitor's closet, right? Like little things that most apartments might have. Maybe even just some shitty pool in the corner. I don't know.
Yeah, I've got ideas. I have a thing in mind that I actually want to see how it works out, but
okay,
if not,
all right.
We'll see. We'll see
All
how
right.
progresses,
Hey.
and I'll keep you posted on it.
Sounds good. All right. All right, Tessa, and you sent me your state ID?
I will. Yes.
All right, easy. All right, you stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Chat, we are fucking cooking. Hey, sorry about that. I just wrapped up.
Okay. All right.
You're a good dog.
Well, the chief and I were talking. We're
Yep.
what's going on with this